Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Five Nights at Freddy's is a staple in the analog horror scene. Creators like Scrimpus McGrimpus, Baddington, and Spectre have all tried their hand at creating a terrifying visual spectacle that has gained millions of views on this platform. But recently, there's been a creator that has taken the story of Five Nights at Freddy's and taken it to a point where it feels too real. Disturbing concepts, horrific descriptions, and soul-crushing experiences.
Will you just toggle off already, piece of junk? Fuck this shit. Second kid this week. Second!
Need to report this to the authorities.
TwelveMan tapes have crafted a narrative that shows some of the darkest and most disgusting traits that a human could have. Stories that have been told about Five Nights at Freddy's in the past, they don't hold a candle to what is being told here. 3 videos, all in the style of lost VHS tapes. And tonight, we're gonna be looking at all 3. Grab some snacks and a drink as we uncover the secrets that await us.
The tape was found in a trash bag near the bus station. It shows camcorder footage recorded by Dr. Leonard Smokes, Brighton's Clinic of Hope employee. The video shows an emergency CT scanning procedure conducted on a very sick 7-year-old patient. As far as I know, the footage was presumably given to the Food and Drug Administration, the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Very likely this footage wasn't meant to be seen by the public, and we are doing something very illegal.
How's it going?
Hello, Dr. Richards.
Just call me Grace. I know I'm your boss, and you're freshly employed and all. However, I consider everyone as a friend here. Everyone calls me by my name, and I don't want to put any unnecessary pressure on my staff.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. But I wouldn't really say I'm stressed or anything like that. I've been reviewing x-rays for about 10 years now, so I certainly know how to do my job. You know, even with sophisticated imaging measurements.
By the way, why are you sitting here all alone in the dark? You're not conducting any procedures right now. You'll strain your eyes badly by staring at these screens.
Oh, that's nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm used to working in the dark anyways. The brightness of these screens isn't really much of an issue, so it's really unlikely I'd do something to my eyes.
So, you wanted to have a little conversation with me? You called my office number 2 times, not even 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, I wanted to check if Brendan had passed you some urgent information about the recent CT scans we've conducted for the past 2 weeks.
I don't know anything about it.
Really? Richard didn't tell you that?
No?
Of course he didn't tell you, otherwise we wouldn't be having this conversation.
What kind of conversation? Is something going on in this department that I don't know?
Grace, please, just let me explain. I wanted to tell you, but I was just too afraid of how you would react. But here goes, I guess. Well, the past 2 weeks, I've been receiving some pretty odd cases. My old job at St. Hannah Radiology Center, most of the time, if not always, I received and examined CT scans of brain abnormalities, skull traumas, and abdominal oddities. Most of the time, it was just internal bleeding cases, blood clots, phenomena, tuberculosis, and 2 cases of immovable lung cancer tumors. But when I started working here, give me a second, let me hand on the computer.
Why do you need this camera?
It's my tool to record evidence that might be useful in catching this children's poisoner.
Children's poisoner?
Yeah, but, oh, right. And when I started working here, my first few weeks were exactly the same as my old office. Let me type a few commands. There. Over the past 2 weeks, I've gotten these 4 cases, which, to be completely honest, scared the living shit out of me. Starting with Ricky Summers. Patient information, 7 years old, male, symptoms severe abdominal pain, vomiting, fever, and muscular pain. And his symptoms have gotten much worse about a week after eating at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I guess you've heard of that restaurant?
Yeah, I know that place. An infamous restaurant built as a response to Bond's Burgers with the same urban legends about disappearing people as its spiritual predecessor. What about it? Do you assume that child got sick right after eating in there?
I'll get to that later. So, after witnessing such symptoms, you'd probably just assume that it was some severe food poisoning or an extreme case of the flu.
Yeah, those are typical symptoms of a severe flu or complex food poisoning for that matter.
Right, my thoughts exactly. But every poisoning test, and even the viral blood test, showed negative results. And that was until I decided to give him a proper abdominal CT scan. Take a look at this.
What the fuck? Please, doctor, excuse my foul mouth, but Jesus, what the hell is this?
That is cystic echinocosis.
Cystic echinococosis? How? In this region? How'd that thing get so big?
These little tapeworm bastards tend to develop really fast and almost undetected. When they do decide to finally show up, most of the time it's just too late. The balloon pops and the whole abdominal cavity gets infected. And then you die.
Well, congratulations on your accurate diagnosis then, but...
I'm not finished yet, Grace. I wouldn't call you and disturb your inner peace if it was just a single case of cystic echinocosis. But it's alarming seeing such a case repeat itself another 3 times throughout the next 2 weeks. Every test showed the same symptoms, same images, pretty much the same diagnosis. Except for one, which we'll get to later at the end. See? Larry Sandman, 8 years old. Let him in. You see this? As big as Demi's ego cyst? But here's an even more interesting thing. All these kids didn't have any contact with infected animal feces. Hell, it's even impossible to catch such a parasitic disease here. There's no bears, foxes, badgers, or any wild animal for that matter. So I, and my fellow pediatrician, Dr. Goodman, initiated a little investigation and started asking the parents what the hell happened and what they suspect could have caused such an illness. And every single parent admitted that just before the incidents, they had all went to the same Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Now the real question is, how in the hell would they all catch the same illness? And especially from classic cheese pizzas, because we got their order bills in our hands to see what they had for dinner. Turns out, some sick fuck roams around there and adds God knows what shit into the pizzas with motherfucking tapeworm eggs in it.
Oh my God.
So, now we know why all these kids are coming into the hospital. Someone has been putting tapeworm eggs in the food at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Pretty creative. And a sick way to kill off some children. Smart too. But now we get to see what happens when one of these children needs immediate medical attention.
But the worst of all of these is the case of Sadie Preacher, who was 6 years old. Symptoms are unbearable headaches, vomiting, dizziness, and progressive loss of consciousness. I decided that she needed a CT scan right away, and brace yourself. Turns out that lunatic not only had some spare hydatid worm eggs, but pork tapeworm ones as well.
Leo, these poor children. Why hasn't there been a report on this?
Brendan was going to tell you that he either forgot about it or just got too scared. But when it comes to Sadie, she died holding her mother's hand while being rushed to the emergency surgical department.
The patient is ready. We can start the procedure.
So is the machine.
Let's start with the head section, and we'll move slowly towards the abdomen.
Right. Give me the patient information.
Eric Harley, 7 years old. Symptoms according to his mother are dizziness, extreme abdominal pain, blood and bile vomiting, lack of appetite, diarrhea, and loss of energy. Progressively worsening throughout this week. The teacher caught him vomiting gallons of blood and bile in class today.
All right, done with the basic info. Let's start with the whole body scan.
I wonder what it's gonna be this time.
My bet? Another one of those tapeworm cysts.
Brendan, you forgot to tell Grace about our plan.
Sorry, flew out of my mind. You know, I'm really busy recently and I don't have enough time to actually rest.
Luckily, your friend told me everything.
Good. That's good.
All right, it's done. Let's process the slices.
The brain seems to be intact. No signs of abnormalities.
Moving to the chest, down to the abdomen.
All right, let's take a look into this.
Can't see any cysts here, especially in the liver.
So that's regular poisoning then, right?
Not too sure. The images aren't sharp enough.
Try manipulating the image with brightness and contrast.
Wait a minute. Something's off.
Rescan this section and zoom out to the suspicious area.
All right, just a minute.
I'll go talk to his mom.
It moved.
In this angle, you can tell it's a fasciola hepatica. Hell of a thing.
It's actually a full colony of damn liver flukes.
No wonder this kid got a sudden bile vomiting attack. These worms are literally eating his liver out. And... oh, God.
Look at the main vein. It's perforated.
Liver fluke must have chewed it up and made its way into the vascular tract.
And if the fluke reaches the heart?
Eric will die.
What's going on?
Ah, shit, he woke up. Abort the procedure!
What?
Eric! Eric, it's gonna be okay, buddy, all right? You're gonna be fine.
Breathing anesthesiologist.
I know your tummy hurts, but it'll be over soon, okay? We're
Yeah.
working as hard as we can, all right? Just stay with me, little man, all right? It's gonna be okay.
Sweetie, don't cry. Mom will come soon. Dr. Leo will take the pain away from you. Relax, honey. Keep still, please.
Look, Eric, breathe in calmly, okay? I gave you some painkillers now. You should go to sleep in a minute, all right? Stay with me, strong man.
I'll intubate him. Bring a defibrillator and life support here. Eric, please stay with me, honey. I beg you. Please, no, you're too young for this.
What the fuck is going on here?
Stop standing like a moron and help me.
All right, I've got life support.
There's no time for this. Fuck yeah, I'm doing CPR.
All right, ready? Stand back. Clear! Grace? He's gone.
Motherfucker.
PT passed at 22:45 hours on April 23rd, 1985.
Will you just toggle off already, piece of junk? Fuck this shit. Second kid this week. Second!
You need to report this to the authorities. We'll hold that fucking psycho and the restaurant owner accountable for this. They'll both pay for what they fucking did.
I'm so sorry. Eric, I'm
Grace,
so sorry.
it's okay, don't cry. We did everything we could.
Eric was already a lost cause. Liver fluke probably blocked his vessels.
Who's gonna tell his mom?
I'll try, but I'm afraid I'll start crying myself. Let's take this kid somewhere nice and prepare him for his last goodbye with his mother.
Yeah. No words, really. You can put all the disturbing images, jump scares, and dead kids inside animatronics all you want. But when you play out a fucking kid's death in the hospital, and you have a method for scaring the hell out of me, I can safely say that this one scene might be the most disturbing scene in FNaF analog horror history. The sheer emotion coming out of the voice actors, along with the kids' constant crying, begging for help, and that goddamn heart monitor beeping at 100 miles a minute until it just flatlines. It's crazy to think this channel only has 20,000 subscribers. If you are watching this video and enjoyed any part of that masterpiece, give TwelveMan a sub. He deserves it. After the second death from these worms at the hospital, Freddy Fazbear's is put under investigation. Thankfully, it's closed down for good. The FDA is now hunting William Athen for neglecting to take care of his food's quality. He was caught and sentenced to 1 single year in prison. For the death of 2 children, he got 1 year. Incredible. Rightfully so, the town was angry, confused, and demanded a higher punishment. They started riots, burned down William's house, It got so bad the state gave William a new identity and a new living space, all the way out in Texas. But I don't think William's done with his killings just yet. In fact, I think he's just getting started. Hey Harold, it's been quite some time since we talked. I should hang out more once you get back from the sanatorium. Anyway, I wanted to tell you something about my recent findings. 3 days ago, I was going to buy some groceries. Normally, I take a subway route and then catch a bus, but I spotted something lying on the tracks while waiting for the subway car to arrive. I asked the security if they could pull out the tape and give it to me. I told them a cheap story that it was the tape I dropped earlier and contained my family videos. That worked, and got my hands on some random VHS cassette. At home, I wanted to check its contents. There's no markings besides manufacturer information and my lovely Madeline written on the side label. So I inserted the tape into my VCR and started watching. First 40 minutes of the tape were just private home video footage recorded by a lone man. Video showed a little girl just playing and having fun. The man, clearly her stepfather, expressed how he was happy that he got her from the adoption center, that she was the last precious thing in his life after his wife's passing. I don't want to share the home footage, just for the sake of his privacy. I know the video is like 20 years old, but still. However, there is one thing I wanted to share with you. Things got really interesting after the 41-minute mark. Family footage cut to a black screen and pretty unsettling footage from our familiar location. 4 months ago, I found the split frame of a robotic chicken, and now I can observe more of these things in full view. I sense a real connection to that hospital tape, and you know what's worst about the footage? It ends up with a picture of the very same girl I saw at the beginning of the video, with a monotonous voice, repeating that she went missing a long time ago. That was awfully chilling and don't know what to think about it. Please check the MP4 rip of the tape I've attached for you. You're an expert at these conspiracy theories or whatever it was called. Maybe you have an explanation for that, because that video seriously left me confused.
God. I must be seeing things. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare. I swear that thing.
This tape is more so just creepy than actual scary, and it follows the same trope that most creators use when making a FNaF analog horror piece. Some security guard goes in, finds out the animatronics are haunted, tries to get out, and either fails or succeeds, and gets killed by one of the animatronics.
Please, God. Help me, God. Help me, God. Please. Please give me a strength. Father, please forgive me for I have offended thee. Oh, Lord, please forgive me for I have offended thee. Oh, please, Christ, forgive me for I have offended thee. Oh, please. Please, God, help me. Help me, God, please. What kind of a child am I placed in? Help me, God, please. Please. All right. It's 6 a.m. And I haven't heard any vent rattling since 5:12, so I guess that means I'm good now. Just need to make sure that nothing's gonna go bad. I need to wait just a few more minutes so that hopefully someone, another worker or a boss will restaurant. All right, time to go. God help me. What the hell? Open. Come on. Open! Come on, open, you motherfucker, open!
Suspense and building tension is crucial in these kinds of videos because the final scare is so reliant on them. How else would somebody feel the need to jump out of their seat? The video knows how to do tension right, and the final scare really caught me off guard this time. I thought the security guard was gonna make it, not gonna lie, but I digress. The video is mainly a recount of the night guard's first night on the job, and doesn't really link to much else in the grand narrative. But this video, it's certainly chilling at its core. The next tape has no description, introduction, just don't know when the tape was manufactured. This tape, already off to a horrific start. I actually can't believe this kind of evil exists out in the world. What kind of sick, twisted individual enjoys not only killing children in a family restaurant, but then cooking their body parts and saving them to put in the food you're going to be serving to their families? Actually, such a despised and deplorable person. I can't emphasize enough how this introduction shook me to my very core. Seeing the animatronics jerk about and twitch every time the little girl screamed still makes the hair on my arm stand up. This is in the first 5 fucking minutes of the video.
Yes.
Hello. Miss Jennifer Hunter is requesting access to your office. She said she was scheduled for a meeting with you now at 8:30 p.m. Schedule number 623. Should I let her in?
Yes. Let her in.
Good evening, Mr. Oswald.
Hello, Mrs. Jennifer. Please take a seat.
This one, sir?
Exactly, this one. Go on, it won't eat you. Mrs. Hunter, I'm guessing you won't be surprised if I told you I'm not very happy about the recent set of events regarding your infamous pupil, right?
Yes, sir.
You know that the thing that happened in Brighton yesterday cost us a lot. Money, reputation, and most importantly, safety. Am I right, Mrs. Hunter?
Yes, sir.
Turns out this case is more complex than we previously thought. Our institution has failed to provide us with sufficient feedback, lead proper research, and provide necessary evidence regarding Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Parlor and its owner. No way the community knows more details about him than we do. I'm still wondering where that backlash even came from. Can I see the documents I asked you to bring for today's meeting?
Yes, I brought everything you asked for.
Excellent.
I don't know how I forgot to mention this in the first video, but holy crap, we have mocap. Spectre and TwelveMan are actually a match made in heaven, because the motion capture in this video is absolutely incredible and is a groundbreaking achievement for analog horror. They've just raised the bar for what a FNaF VHS tape should be. The characters actually look like real people, and they have facial expressions, and show emotion in their body language and dialogue. And when the director goes to show what went down to shit, this is what we are shown.
Yeah, and that's when things went down to shit.
I don't know how you got that footage. I don't know where that footage comes from. I don't know if that was just staged for the purpose of this little segment, but it is incredible how a filmmaker can get this level of film on their project.
Okay, but that doesn't seem to add up to me. I've read the entirety of the report, and despite various nasty things written about him, the report mainly summarizes that he's innocent. Well, I mean most of the time, but But why would people hate him so much for leading a supposedly not very successful and dangerous restaurant? I say that this man was just really unlucky when it comes to leading a big and ambitious restaurant brand. I mean, he didn't know that he would hire some creeps earlier who would ruin his reputation by adding God knows what to the food. He also didn't know for a while that children were going missing in his restaurant, and even after learning that, he tried his best to help the missing children's parents, but they just kept rejecting his help offer. And even better, they were suing him, thinking he was responsible for all of this. But those cases, fortunately for him, ended as rejected because no evidence against him was found. Okay, so what do we do now? Who's to blame for all of this?
Among the community? I guess we'll never know, but mainly, fault is on our side. We failed to solve this case, and innocents started to suffer. But at least we can do something to save William from widespread backlash now.
What do you mean?
We'll change William's identity and relocate him to a different federal correctional institute. He'll serve there a year, and then we'll release him as a completely different person. We'll supervise him afterwards for a few weeks, see how he behaves, provide him with a bit of financial support, a new flat, help him grab a fresh start in life, and cut him off from his previous community completely. At this point, everything's gone too far.
But what if he reopens his restaurant and the same events happen all over again?
Not possible. First, he won't have enough money to start such a business, and even if he does, I doubt he wants to play with family restaurant businesses ever again. Second, even if he wanted to start another family-targeted location, I doubt that stuff would repeat itself.
Look, are you sure this is a good idea?
Trust me, it's a foolproof plan.
A foolproof plan, you say? I'll keep my eye out for that.
That man may be new in the restaurant industry, he may make mistakes, but he's not a kidnapper, murderer, a poisoner. I interviewed him earlier, before the court session. He seemed very genuine and honest in what he was saying. And I know when someone's lying to me.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna question this.
Okay. And that'll be it for today, Mrs. Hunter. I'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye, Mr. Ostwald.
Hello? God damn it, Cole. Are you there? Oh, jeez, William. Hello? I didn't expect you to call me this late at night. Wake up, Carl. I need you to listen to me. We're screwed. And I mean, really screwed. Wait a minute. What happened? You just woke me up. I just got in the mail from the food control and a call letter from the local police station. Some cook or someone must have talked. William, wait, talked? About what? Just fucking wake up and think! Oh, no. You don't mean... Carl, since I trust you the most, I want you to listen to me, okay? I want you to do exactly what I say. I want you to get rid of any evidence we may have left. You're the only one who has these jars with worms right now. Drop the contents of these jars into the acid tanks you have in your basement. After emptying these jars, wash them, and go deep into the Sinquana forest, smash them inside a plastic bag, and bury them at least 7 to 10 feet down. Alright. Also, fuck. You know what? Screw the client. Take Cassidy out of the freezer, dump her into the acid tank, cut contacts with the client, and dump her as well. If the Federals get into your basement and discover her like that, we're gonna have more problems than I already have. It's not very likely, though, but we need to be cautious. After you're done with erasing the evidence, get those tanks into your car and take them to our ditch place. You know where it is. Drive calmly and do not attract the police. They do not know about your involvement in my restaurant yet. So you should be safe, but still, just be alert. Okay. Wait. What about the restaurant money? What about our... Carl, calm down. Calm down. I have it, all right? I already took it. Go to my place. You have the keys for it. There's a box with 2 locks in my closet behind the plaster wall, which can be pushed to the side. And it should give you limited access to the safe. The codes for the locks are 1103 for the white one, and for the red one, it is going to be 4531. Again, that's 1103 for the white safe, and 4531 for the red safe. Take the money and keep it into your house somewhere safe. We're most likely going to be needing it in the future.
Okay, alright, wait a minute. Where the hell are you right now? I hear running water in the background. This fucking signal's crap.
That's because I threw my goddamn car into the river near the forest. I had to get rid of the evidence somehow. There were stains of the 3 previous packages in my trunk. And you know what I mean by packages. But don't worry about the car, though. We could afford another one.
Okay. Oh, fuck, William, the animatronics. We still have the animatronics to get rid of.
Okay, wait. Don't panic. Before I got rid of the car, I dismantled the animatronics and put them into the crates into our ditch that no one knows about. Since we have no other options now, I've been thinking for a while. I've read the letter carefully. I am wanted for food regulations neglect only, so that means I'm not suspected of any murders. If that's the case, I'm gonna go to the police station and turn myself in.
What? Are you fucking insane?
Calm your ass down! They don't have evidence I put those fucking worms in! Also, they do not know about everything I've done previously. They have no evidence! Alright? There's nothing else we can do now. If we flee, the whole state's gonna be after us. I'm doing this to focus all of the officials' interest on me, so you can keep the business alive for a while I'm gone. Whatever happens, I must sacrifice myself for the greater good and for our future. Hopefully, I won't be jailed forever. I managed to call my lawyer, an old friend of mine, and he says that he'll try to make my sentence as minimal as possible. I don't have much time left now, so I have to go. Remember, do exactly what I said, and do not fuck this up. Make sure no one follows you. Stay alert, alright? I'll keep you updated once I get access to the phone in jail. I will come back. I always come back. Hello? It's William.
William, my man, how are you? I've heard about your court hearing, and I know it sounds rough, but hey, congrats on your short and sweet sentence. I was afraid it was going to be a whole hell of a lot worse.
Carl, I spoke to an agent. Due to the riots that's happening right now, I'm gonna have to vanish out of town.
Okay, but, I'm not sure you're allowed to tell me that through the prison phone.
No, you fucking idiot. I'm not using a prison phone. I'm not that stupid. I got my hands on a guard's cell phone. I don't have much time, though, but hear me out. I've heard about my house getting burned down. Is that true?
Yep, up in flames within an hour.
Excellent. Citizens, destroy the evidence they were looking for. Shit, the guard. I'm gonna have to go, but I'm gonna tell you this. Wait for a phone call. If a person starts to sentence with a ring of rosies, do whatever that person says. Forget about my existence for now. Keep the money, but do not spend it yet. You're gonna need it later. Wait for future calls.
Needless to say, William got away with murder. Literally. And what makes it so frustrating to see is that people actually believe that he was a good person, that he was just unlucky with all of the bad press and hired shady people that killed children. Not only that, but people didn't even scratch the surface of the horrors he's done to others. It's disgusting, vile, and I loved every second of this tape. Hell, even this series. Not once did I feel that there was something off with the mocap or the concepts were too reused. It was unique. It gave a much-needed twist on the traditional Five Nights at Freddy's story. 12Man has started a series that is truly incredible, not just on a narrative level, but on a technological level as well, breaking new ground with motion capture and high-quality voice acting, and I can't wait to see the next installment of this series. If any of you watching this enjoyed even a fraction of the video, please give both this and 12Man's video a like and subscribe to his channel as well. This video deserves millions of views for the effort put in. I want every single one of you to watch at least 1 minute of his content. I can't express enough how much I enjoyed reacting to and analyzing these videos. It was truly an experience worth watching. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you all in the next one.